Greetings Muttonistas, it's my first league game since the end of the World Cup. Between Christmas and New Year I always have to attend a conference in London, so I did miss the game away at Leeds. However, we're back again for a game at the Etihad against Everton. Surely they're not going to cause us any problems as we see the year out. Anyway, I'm running a little bit late today. Quick pre-match bite and off to the stadium for the vlog of Manchester City against Everton in the last game of 2022. Anyway, the place I'm going to now, Liquour and Burn, a place I've been wanting to try for a while. It's a Mexican canteen, but I believe it comes with a mighty reputation, so let's hope they don't let us down before we head to the match. As you can see, there's a choice of bar service or table service. Since I'm in a hurry, I've gone for bar service. And also, since it's quite noisy and busy in here, I'll bring you the football talk after the food. Now, I'm never sure when you get these Mexican beers with the lime at the top what you're supposed to actually do with them. I believe it's a United States thing because they're concerned about sanitary issues and it kind of cleans the top of the bottle. But I understand in Mexico itself, it's usually actually green lemon, I think, rather than lime, and they actually just squeeze a bit in the beer. So I am just going to plunge it down. Anyway, cheers folks, here's to a City win and a Happy New Year. So if you're interested what the beer tastes like, it's actually quite a light lager. It's reasonably strong, 4.6%, but not very hoppy. Not my style of beer, to be honest, but I suspect it will go well with the food. I suspect there's quite a good reason why people don't have tacos and pale ale in Mexico. Unfortunately, the food is taking so long, I might have to go without it. So I am going to talk to you about football here. First thing, of course, is that Rico Lewis has been impressing and he has kept his place again. Cancelo's not playing, Ake's playing left back again. Bit of a concern to me. I guess Guardiola probably thinks that Everton aren't going to cause too many problems, and I wouldn't expect them to either, to be honest, but I hope there's not a fitness issue with Cancelo. Further forward, Grealish and Mahrez again. About time that pair stepped up to the plate. Grealish in particular, from what I saw on the television, was guilty of missing chances, and his pass to Haaland for the goal Haaland scored was under-hit, and Haaland did well to get it under its legs and put it away. Expecting a 3 or 4-0 win here, but you never know. An early Everton goal or a sending off or something like that could change everything, but on a regular day, I expect a routine City win. Food has come just in the nick of time. I'm going to have to eat these quickly, and what I have is a chicken taco and a prawn taco. Tacos are shells, usually soft, sometimes hard, usually made with wheat but can be made with corn, served with a variety of fillings. I'm slightly disappointed that the hot sauce available is Tabasco, but better than nothing. But there are some fresh chilies, sour cream and guacamole on top of the tacos. And the filling is very tasty actually. I'm not sure how they've prepared the chicken, which I'm on now, but The sour cream's good, the lettuce is fresh and crisp, and those chilies are pretty powerful, so I don't need the sauce. So I've ended up having to take a cab to the ground because it wasn't that the service was ridiculously slow, it just wasn't quick, and I arrived quite late. Anyway, should be more or less on time for the match, maybe a couple of minutes late, although City do score a lot of early goals, so let's hope I don't miss one. As for the food itself, it was quite tasty actually. Mexican food doesn't really travel well to the UK, there's hardly a good one anywhere, but as far as Mexicans go, this was quite nice, and it is quite a pleasant bar, nice environment to eat in. I'd say I'd prefer a bigger range of hot sauces, but other than that, I'd say I would recommend going there for a pre-match bite. And to be honest, I didn't even look at the menu. I said just bring me a couple of tacos, one with seafood, one with meat, and that's what he did. Not too bad, that only missed the first 2 minutes. And when I got in, a player was lying injured, so I think I missed nothing at all. Well, a stodgy opening to the game. Everton had stifled the game, but City were coming more and more into it. Ball switched over beautifully to Mahrez, squared it to Haaland, who was never going to miss from 5 yards out. 1-0 City. For those who think I go on about him too much, I praise Mahrez's play there. So half-time, City 1, Everton 0. Not that much to report. City have had most of the play. They haven't been great. Everton have been pretty poor, ventured forward a couple of times and didn't really do anything with the ball. City, of course, got the goal. They switched from left to right. Mahrez did very well, managed to cut inside the defender, cut it back to Haaland, who, of course, as always, was in the right place. How he finds these pockets of space, I don't know, and he made no mistake. Good chance for City later in the half when John Stones headed onto the bar, but other than that, it's been a bit of a dreary half. We just have to be careful with our discipline, though. Kevin De Bruyne got booked and lost his head for a while. Haaland did too much trying to press and got himself booked, and Bernardo got booked for diving. Don't lose your discipline. At the back, Lewis again has been good, and I thought Ake in the first half was outstanding. More of that in the second half, and I think we'll be all right. Everton will have to come out to play sometime. Well, the game was drifting nowhere, nothing was happening, and a really sloppy transition to a really horrible place to lose possession, and then Demarai Gray took the ball, actually slipped, but still managed to fire away a perfect shot after selling the defender a very good dummy. 1-1, not going to be straightforward at all, this. There have been plenty of stoppages, including one for the linesman's equipment breaking down, but we need to show some urgency here. Come on. Well, there are about 12 minutes left, a lot of injuries, the linesman stoppage, probably 10 minutes or more of injury time at the end of this, but Guardiola has to make a change here. Grealish has done absolutely nothing in this game, and Kevin De Bruyne, having had 2 excellent games, has had a terrible one today. Go on. Go on. Well, to say that was disappointing was an understatement. I'm back at the Waldorf Pub, one of my regular go-tos. It's a great place to watch football in the centre of Manchester. And of course, watching Arsenal coast to a 2-0 half-time lead in what looked like it could have been a tricky fixture away at Brighton. Before the Everton goal, I was about to say this game has got bogged down, stifled, almost toffee-like. And unfortunately, it was City who were wading in treacle. I can't say I can put my finger on why some of the players on the pitch were so lethargic, but I don't like the way that Guardiola tinkered and played as 3-4-3 today. When I saw the team news, I thought Rico Lewis was playing at fullback, not as a semi-wing-back in a 4-man midfield. We don't usually play that way, and I'm not sure everybody quite knew what they were doing. Now, obviously, he played that way to give the team extra width, but the problem is the wide men in front of him, Grealish and Mahrez. Mahrez wasn't too bad, he assisted the goal, but Grealish was terrible. I saw him do absolutely nothing today. I don't know why we couldn't start Foden, is he not fit yet? Even Bernardo looked a bit layman, which is quite worrying, really. And with Arsenal romping away again, there is now going to be less and less room for errors, if they're even catchable at all. I mean, if they get over 100 points, fair play to them, and we won't be able to catch. So again, best not to dwell on for too long, and I'm going to look forward now to the double header against Chelsea. Away in the league, home in the cup. Really need 2 wins. We can't rest people at the moment because we really do have a tough run of games coming up. I think, in fact, the best part of the day are these hoppy pale ales I've been having after the game. Now, I have to say, Everton, they were okay. Not world-beating by any stretch of the imagination, although the goal was world-class. I don't know what Rodri was up to losing the ball in that position, and a lot of teams of higher stature than Everton will punish us for that if we do that in any future occasions. Anyway, Demarai Gray... Hello. Demarai Gray did incredibly well to take the ball on all the way down the other end of the pitch at that point, and he managed to twist and turn Akanji after slipping and then put the ball right into the corner of the net. Ederson couldn't do anything about it. I mean, that end of the pitch, I'm right behind there. That was a world-beating goal. Nothing we could do about that. City did show some urgency after that, but at the end of the day, 1-1 draws at home to Everton do not win you the league. We go again against Chelsea in the league on Thursday. We have to do better then, but I'm confident we will do better. I think the necessary kick up the arse will be coming, and a stronger lineup to boot. Don't have any more resting of players because we've got a really tough patch coming, difficult fixtures, culminating on the 15th of February with an away trip to Arsenal. I will, of course, be at Stamford Bridge to cover the game for you, but until then, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. Don't forget, keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, and most of all, don't forget, you can't beat a bit of mutton.